The Great Experiment, Urban Planning as Social Engineering. The Master of Urban Engineering, in the Architectural Command Center overlooking Lake Texcoco's vast expanse, where detailed scale models revealed the comprehensive urban transformation of swampland into imperial capital, and mathematical calculations coordinated the systematic arrangement of districts, causeways, and agricultural zones. The greatest urban planner in Mesoamerican history, Tenochtitlan, whose engineering lineage had served imperial construction projects for 8 generations, directed the most ambitious social engineering experiment in pre-Columbian America, while demonstrating that authentic political power required not merely military conquest, but systematic environmental manipulation that could transform both landscape and human behavior through carefully designed urban architecture serving comprehensive imperial objectives. The grand urban vision that guided Tenochtitlan's development included systematic integration of agricultural productivity, defensive capability, administrative efficiency, and social control through comprehensive planning that coordinated physical infrastructure with human organization, while their design principles and construction procedures demonstrated understanding of psychology, sociology, and environmental engineering that enabled creation of urban environments that enhanced rather than constrained human potential through systematic architectural social programming. The engineering assessment procedures that evaluated optimal urban development strategies included comprehensive analysis of geographical conditions, population dynamics, and resource requirements, while their planning methodologies and design frameworks incorporated understanding of hydraulic engineering, agricultural science, and social psychology that enabled effective coordination of diverse urban functions through systematic environmental manipulation and architectural social control, serving both individual welfare and imperial objectives. The comprehensive planning systems that coordinated all aspects of urban development included systematic integration of residential areas, commercial zones, religious precincts, and administrative centers, while their organizational frameworks and coordination procedures ensured optimal functionality and social harmony through careful attention to traffic flow, resource distribution, and population management, serving both practical efficiency and social stability through systematic urban architecture and environmental design. The population distribution strategies that organized human settlement for optimal productivity and social control included systematic neighborhood assignment and demographic coordination that enhanced both individual welfare and imperial administration, while their settlement patterns and community organization demonstrated understanding of social dynamics and group psychology that enabled effective population management through environmental design and architectural social programming. The resource allocation systems that distributed essential services and materials throughout the urban environment included systematic infrastructure development and service coordination that ensured optimal resource utilization, while their distribution, networks, and service delivery procedures demonstrated understanding of logistics and supply chain management that enabled effective urban functioning through systematic resource planning and infrastructure coordination. The transportation network design that enabled efficient movement of people and goods throughout the urban environment included systematic coordination of causeways, canals, and pedestrian paths, while their traffic management and flow optimization procedures demonstrated understanding of transportation engineering and urban logistics that enabled effective mobility and commerce through systematic transportation planning and infrastructure development. The defensive architecture integration that protected urban populations while maintaining commercial and social functionality included systematic fortification design and security coordination that balanced protection with accessibility, while their defensive systems and security procedures demonstrated understanding of military engineering and strategic planning that enabled effective urban protection through systematic security architecture and defensive coordination. The environmental control systems that managed water resources, waste disposal, and climate conditions included systematic hydraulic engineering and environmental management that enhanced urban habitability, while their environmental technologies and management procedures demonstrated understanding of ecological principles and environmental science that enabled sustainable urban development through systematic environmental engineering and resource management. The social hierarchy architecture architecture that reinforced class distinctions and political authority through physical environment included systematic residential design and architectural symbolism that communicated social status, while their hierarchical systems and status representation demonstrated understanding of social psychology and political symbolism that enabled effective social control through architectural design and environmental social programming. The administrative integration systems that coordinated governmental functions with urban infrastructure included systematic coordination of bureaucratic centers and administrative services, while their governmental coordination and administrative efficiency procedures demonstrated understanding of organizational management and institutional design that enabled effective governance through systematic administrative architecture and institutional coordination. The cultural programming architecture that promoted imperial values and social unity through environmental design included systematic coordination of ceremonial spaces and cultural facilities, while their cultural systems and community programming demonstrated understanding of cultural psychology and social identity that enabled effective cultural transmission through architectural design and environmental cultural programming. Chinampa Agricultural Revolution. The systematic agricultural engineering that transformed swampland into productive farmland included innovative construction techniques and agricultural optimization that revolutionized food production, while their Chinampa technologies and farming innovations demonstrated mastery of hydraulic engineering and agricultural science that enabled unprecedented productivity through systematic agricultural architecture and environmental manipulation, serving both subsistence needs and imperial economic power. The floating garden construction that created stable agricultural platforms in lake environments included systematic engineering procedures and construction coordination that enabled agricultural development, while their construction techniques and platform engineering demonstrated understanding of hydraulic engineering and structural design that enabled effective agricultural construction through systematic platform development and agricultural infrastructure. The irrigation system integration that provided optimal water management for agricultural production included systematic water distribution and drainage coordination that enhanced crop yields, while their irrigation technologies and water management procedures demonstrated understanding of hydraulic engineering and agricultural science that enabled effective water utilization through systematic irrigation design and agricultural water management. The crop rotation programming that optimized agricultural productivity and soil health included systematic farming schedules and agricultural coordination that enhanced long-term productivity, while their rotation systems and agricultural planning demonstrated understanding of agricultural science and ecological principles that enabled sustainable farming through systematic agricultural programming and crop management. The agricultural labor organization that coordinated farming activities and population management included systematic workforce coordination and agricultural administration that enhanced both productivity and social control, while their labor systems and workforce management demonstrated understanding of organizational psychology and agricultural administration that enabled effective agricultural coordination through systematic labor management and agricultural social organization. The harvest distribution networks that transported agricultural products throughout the urban environment included systematic logistics coordination and distribution management that ensured food security, while their distribution systems and supply coordination demonstrated understanding of logistics and supply chain management that enabled effective food distribution through systematic agricultural logistics and resource coordination. The agricultural innovation programs that enhanced farming techniques and productivity capabilities included systematic research coordination and technology development that improved agricultural outcomes, while their innovation systems and research coordination demonstrated understanding of agricultural science and technology development that enabled agricultural advancement through systematic innovation programming and agricultural research. The food security planning that ensured reliable nutrition for urban populations included systematic food production and storage coordination that enhanced population welfare, while their security systems and nutrition planning demonstrated understanding of nutritional science and food security that enabled effective population nutrition through systematic food planning and nutritional coordination. The market integration systems that connected agricultural production with commercial distribution included systematic coordination of farming and commerce that enhanced economic efficiency, while their market systems and commercial coordination demonstrated understanding of economic principles and market dynamics that enabled effective agricultural commerce through systematic market planning and commercial integration. The seasonal coordination protocols that aligned agricultural activities with natural cycles and urban needs included systematic timing coordination and seasonal planning that optimized agricultural outcomes, while their seasonal systems and cycle coordination demonstrated understanding of natural patterns and agricultural timing that enabled effective seasonal farming through systematic cycle planning and natural coordination. The agricultural education programs that transmitted farming knowledge and techniques throughout the community included systematic instruction coordination and knowledge transmission that enhanced agricultural capabilities, while their educational systems and knowledge coordination demonstrated understanding of educational psychology and knowledge transfer that enabled effective agricultural education through systematic instruction programming and agricultural knowledge transmission. The agricultural technology preservation that maintained farming equipment and agricultural infrastructure included systematic maintenance, coordination, and technology preservation that ensured continued agricultural capability, while their preservation systems and maintenance coordination demonstrated understanding of technology management and infrastructure preservation that enabled sustained agricultural productivity through systematic technology maintenance and agricultural infrastructure preservation. Causeway control systems, the strategic transportation architecture that connected island capital with mainland territories, included systematic causeway design and construction coordination that enabled controlled access, while their transportation systems and access control demonstrated understanding of strategic engineering and defensive architecture that enabled effective territorial connection through systematic causeway architecture and strategic transportation control, serving both commercial efficiency and military security. The traffic flow management that regulated movement of people and goods across causeway networks included systematic traffic coordination and movement control that enhanced both efficiency and security, while their flow systems and traffic management demonstrated understanding of transportation engineering and crowd control that enabled effective movement management through systematic traffic coordination and transportation flow control. The defensive checkpoint systems that monitored and controlled access to the imperial capital included systematic security coordination and access management that enhanced both protection and administration, while their checkpoint systems and security control demonstrated understanding of defensive engineering and access control that enabled effective security management through systematic checkpoint architecture and defensive access coordination. The commercial regulation infrastructure that coordinated trade activities and economic control included systematic market coordination and commercial management that enhanced both economic efficiency and imperial revenue, while their commercial systems and trade control demonstrated understanding of economic administration and market management that enabled effective commercial coordination through systematic trade architecture and economic control systems. The communication relay networks that enabled rapid information transmission across causeway systems included systematic message coordination and communication management that enhanced both administrative efficiency and strategic coordination, while their communication systems and information control demonstrated understanding of communication technology and information management that enabled effective communication coordination through systematic message architecture and communication control systems. The maintenance coordination programs that preserved causeway infrastructure and transportation capability included systematic maintenance management and infrastructure preservation that ensured continued transportation effectiveness, while their maintenance systems and infrastructure coordination demonstrated understanding of engineering maintenance and technology preservation that enabled sustained transportation capability through systematic maintenance programming and infrastructure preservation. The seasonal adaptation procedures that adjusted causeway operations operations for changing environmental conditions included systematic operational coordination and environmental adaptation that enhanced transportation reliability, while their adaptation systems and seasonal coordination demonstrated understanding of environmental engineering and operational flexibility that enabled effective seasonal transportation through systematic adaptation programming and environmental coordination. The emergency response protocols that enabled rapid reaction to threats and crisis situations included systematic emergency coordination and crisis management that enhanced both security and public safety, while their emergency systems and crisis coordination demonstrated understanding of emergency management and public safety that enabled effective crisis response through systematic emergency architecture and crisis coordination protocols. The population mobility control that regulated migration and demographic distribution included systematic population coordination and movement management that enhanced both administrative efficiency and social control, while their mobility systems and population control demonstrated understanding of demographic management and social administration that enabled effective population coordination through systematic mobility architecture and demographic control systems. The economic coordination systems that integrated causeway infrastructure with imperial economic policy included systematic economic coordination and infrastructure integration that enhanced both commercial efficiency and imperial revenue, while their economic systems and infrastructure coordination demonstrated understanding of economic planning and infrastructure management that enabled effective economic integration through systematic economic architecture and infrastructure coordination. The cultural exchange facilitation that enabled controlled interaction between diverse populations included systematic cultural coordination and exchange management that enhanced both cultural development and social integration, while their cultural systems and exchange coordination demonstrated understanding of cultural administration and social integration that enabled effective cultural coordination through systematic cultural architecture and exchange facilitation. The territorial integration protocols that connected outlying regions with imperial administration included systematic territorial coordination and administrative integration that enhanced both governmental efficiency and territorial control, while their integration systems and territorial coordination demonstrated understanding of territorial administration and governmental coordination that enabled effective territorial integration through systematic territorial architecture and administrative coordination. District organization networks, the systematic neighborhood planning that organized residential areas for optimal social functioning and administrative control, included comprehensive district design and community organization that enhanced both individual welfare and imperial administration, while their neighborhood systems and community planning demonstrated understanding of social organization and urban psychology that enabled effective community development through systematic residential architecture and neighborhood social engineering. The Calpulli administrative structures that coordinated local governance and imperial administration included systematic community organization and administrative integration that enhanced both local autonomy and imperial control, while their administrative systems and governance coordination demonstrated understanding of political organization and administrative efficiency that enabled effective local governance through systematic administrative architecture and community political organization. The social stratification architecture that reinforced class distinctions and political hierarchy through residential organization included systematic housing design and neighborhood arrangement that communicated social status, while their stratification systems and class architecture demonstrated understanding of social psychology and political symbolism that enabled effective social control through systematic residential design and architectural social hierarchy. The professional district coordination that organized craft production and specialized services included systematic workshop organization and professional coordination that enhanced both economic efficiency and skill development, while their professional systems and craft organization demonstrated understanding of economic organization and professional development that enabled effective professional coordination through systematic workshop architecture and craft district organization. The market district integration that coordinated commercial activities and economic administration included systematic market organization and commercial coordination that enhanced both trade efficiency and economic control, while their market systems and commercial organization demonstrated understanding of market dynamics and economic administration that enabled effective commercial coordination through systematic market architecture and commercial district organization. The religious precinct planning that coordinated spiritual activities and cultural programming included systematic temple organization and ceremonial coordination that enhanced both religious effectiveness and cultural unity, while their religious systems and ceremonial organization demonstrated understanding of religious administration and cultural programming that enabled effective religious coordination through systematic religious architecture and spiritual district organization. The educational district development that coordinated learning institutions and knowledge transmission included systematic school organization and educational coordination that enhanced both learning effectiveness and cultural transmission, while their educational systems and instruction organization demonstrated understanding of educational administration and knowledge transfer that enabled effective educational coordination through systematic educational architecture and learning district organization. The recreational facility planning that coordinated leisure activities and community entertainment included systematic recreation organization and entertainment coordination that enhanced both community welfare and social unity, while their recreational systems and entertainment organization demonstrated understanding of community psychology and social recreation that enabled effective recreational coordination through systematic recreational architecture and community entertainment organization. The security district coordination that organized defensive capabilities and public safety included systematic security organization and safety coordination that enhanced both protection effectiveness and public order, while their security systems and safety organization demonstrated understanding of security administration and public safety that enabled effective security coordination through systematic security architecture and defensive district organization. The administrative district integration that coordinated governmental functions and bureaucratic services included systematic government organization and administrative coordination that enhanced both governmental efficiency and public service, while their administrative systems and governmental organization demonstrated understanding of administrative science and bureaucratic coordination that enabled effective administrative coordination through systematic governmental architecture and bureaucratic district organization. The transportation hub coordination that organized movement networks and logistics services included systematic transportation organization and logistics coordination that enhanced both mobility efficiency and economic distribution, while their transportation systems and logistics organization demonstrated understanding of transportation management and supply coordination that enabled effective transportation coordination through systematic logistics architecture and transportation district organization. The communication center development that coordinated information networks and message transmission included systematic communication organization and information coordination that enhanced both administrative efficiency and social coordination, while their communication systems and information organization demonstrated understanding of communication administration and information management that enabled effective communication coordination through systematic communication architecture and information district organization. Population management technologies, the comprehensive demographic analysis that monitored population distribution and growth patterns, included systematic census coordination and demographic tracking that enabled optimal population planning, while their demographic systems and population monitoring demonstrated understanding of statistical analysis and demographic science that enabled effective population management through systematic demographic surveillance and population planning coordination, serving both administrative efficiency and social optimization. The migration control procedures that regulated population movement and settlement patterns included systematic immigration coordination and settlement management that enhanced both demographic stability and territorial security, while their migration systems and movement control demonstrated understanding of demographic administration and territorial management that enabled effective migration coordination through systematic population movement and settlement control systems. The workforce allocation systems that distributed labor resources for optimal economic productivity included systematic employment, coordination, and labor management that enhanced both individual welfare and economic efficiency, while their workforce systems and labor allocation demonstrated understanding of economic administration and workforce management that enabled effective labor coordination through systematic employment, architecture, and workforce optimization. The housing assignment protocols that coordinated residential placement and neighborhood composition included systematic housing coordination and residential management that enhanced both individual welfare and social stability, while their housing systems and residential allocation demonstrated understanding of housing administration and community organization that enabled effective residential coordination through systematic housing architecture and residential management systems. The social service coordination that provided essential services and community support included systematic service delivery and social administration that enhanced both individual welfare and community stability, while their service systems and social coordination demonstrated understanding of social administration and community welfare that enabled effective social coordination through systematic service architecture and community support systems. The health management programs that monitored public health and medical services included systematic healthcare coordination and medical administration that enhanced both individual health and community wellness, while their health systems and medical coordination demonstrated understanding of healthcare administration and public health that enabled effective health coordination through systematic healthcare architecture and medical service systems. The education distribution systems that coordinated learning opportunities and knowledge transmission included systematic educational coordination and instruction administration that enhanced both individual development and cultural transmission, while their educational systems and instruction coordination demonstrated understanding of educational administration and knowledge management that enabled effective educational coordination through systematic educational architecture and learning distribution systems. The cultural integration programs that facilitated community unity and social cohesion included systematic cultural coordination and community programming that enhanced both individual identity and social integration, while their cultural systems and community coordination demonstrated understanding of cultural administration and social integration that enabled effective cultural coordination through systematic cultural architecture and community integration programs. The economic participation systems that coordinated individual economic activity and market participation included systematic economic coordination and market administration that enhanced both individual prosperity and economic stability, while their economic systems and market coordination demonstrated understanding of economic administration and market management that enabled effective economic coordination through systematic economic architecture and market participation systems. The legal compliance monitoring that ensured adherence to imperial laws and social regulations included systematic legal coordination and compliance administration that enhanced both individual behavior and social order, while their legal systems and compliance coordination demonstrated understanding of legal administration and social control that enabled effective legal coordination through systematic legal architecture and compliance management systems. The conflict resolution procedures that addressed disputes and social tensions included systematic mediation coordination and conflict administration that enhanced both individual justice and social harmony, while their conflict systems and resolution coordination demonstrated understanding of conflict administration and social mediation that enabled effective conflict coordination through systematic mediation architecture and conflict resolution systems. The social mobility management that regulated class, advancement, and status change included systematic mobility coordination and status administration that enhanced both individual opportunity and social stability, while their mobility systems and advancement coordination demonstrated understanding of social administration and class management that enabled effective mobility coordination through systematic advancement architecture and social mobility systems. Social architecture programming. The systematic behavioral modification that utilized physical environment to shape social conduct and cultural values included comprehensive environmental, psychology, and architectural influence that enhanced both individual development and social conformity, while their behavioral systems and environmental programming demonstrated understanding of psychological architecture and social influence that enabled effective behavioral coordination through systematic environmental design and architectural social programs. programming. The class distinction architecture that reinforced social hierarchy and political authority through residential design included systematic status architecture and hierarchical coordination that enhanced both social order and political control, while their hierarchical systems and status architecture demonstrated understanding of social psychology and political symbolism that enabled effective social control through systematic status design and hierarchical architectural programming. The community interaction design that facilitated social cooperation and cultural unity included systematic social architecture and community coordination that enhanced both individual relationships and collective identity, while their community systems and social design demonstrated understanding of community psychology and social interaction that enabled effective community coordination through systematic social architecture and community interaction programming. The cultural transmission architecture that promoted imperial values and traditional knowledge included systematic cultural design and value coordination that enhanced both cultural continuity and social integration, while their cultural systems and transmission architecture demonstrated understanding of cultural psychology and value transmission that enabled effective cultural coordination through systematic cultural design and value architectural programming. The economic behavior programming that encouraged productive activity and commercial participation included systematic economic architecture and behavioral coordination that enhanced both individual prosperity and economic efficiency, while their economic systems and behavioral programming demonstrated understanding of economic psychology and behavioral architecture that enabled effective economic coordination through systematic economic design and behavioral economic programming. The political loyalty architecture that promoted imperial authority and civic obedience included systematic political design and loyalty coordination that enhanced both political stability and administrative efficiency, while their political systems and loyalty architecture demonstrated understanding of political psychology and authority architecture that enabled effective political coordination through systematic political design and loyalty architectural programming. The religious devotion design that encouraged spiritual practice and divine worship included systematic religious architecture and devotional coordination that enhanced both individual spirituality and community faith, while their religious systems and devotional design demonstrated understanding of religious psychology and spiritual architecture that enabled effective religious coordination through systematic religious design and devotional architectural programming. The educational motivation architecture that encouraged learning and knowledge acquisition included systematic educational design and motivation coordination that enhanced both individual development and intellectual advancement, while their educational systems and motivation architecture demonstrated understanding of educational psychology and learning architecture that enabled effective educational coordination through systematic educational design and motivational architectural programming. The recreational activity design that promoted healthy leisure and community entertainment included systematic recreational architecture and activity coordination that enhanced both individual wellness and social recreation, while their recreational systems and activity design demonstrated understanding of recreational psychology and entertainment architecture that enabled effective recreational coordination through systematic recreational design and activity architectural programming. The social compliance architecture that encouraged law-abiding behavior and social cooperation included systematic compliance design and behavioral coordination that enhanced both individual responsibility and social order, while their compliance systems and behavioral architecture demonstrated understanding of behavioral psychology and compliance architecture that enabled effective behavioral coordination through systematic compliance design and behavioral architectural programming. The civic participation design that encouraged community involvement and public service included systematic civic architecture and participation coordination that enhanced both individual engagement and community development, while their civic systems and participation design demonstrated understanding of civic psychology and community architecture that enabled effective civic coordination through systematic civic design and participation architectural programming. The innovation encouragement architecture that promoted creativity and technological development included systematic innovation design and creative coordination that enhanced both individual creativity and technological advancement, while their innovation systems and creative architecture demonstrated understanding of creative psychology and innovation architecture that enabled effective creative coordination through systematic innovation design and creative architectural programming. Imperial planning integration. The comprehensive territorial coordination that unified all imperial territories under systematic urban planning principles included coordinated regional development and territorial integration that enhanced both local autonomy and imperial unity, while their territorial systems and planning coordination demonstrated understanding of territorial administration and regional development that enabled effective territorial coordination through systematic regional planning and imperial territorial integration serving both local welfare and imperial objectives. The resource network optimization that coordinated resource extraction and distribution throughout the imperial system included systematic resource coordination and distribution management that enhanced both economic efficiency and territorial prosperity, while their resource systems and distribution coordination demonstrated understanding of resource administration and economic coordination that enabled effective resource management through systematic resource planning and imperial economic integration. The administrative coordination systems that unified governmental functions across all imperial territories included systematic administrative integration and governmental coordination that enhanced both administrative efficiency and political unity, while their administrative systems and governmental coordination demonstrated understanding of administrative science and political coordination that enabled effective governmental integration through systematic administrative planning and imperial political coordination. The military coordination integration that unified defensive capabilities and strategic planning throughout the imperial system included systematic military coordination and defense integration that enhanced both territorial security and strategic capability, while their military systems and defense coordination demonstrated understanding of military administration and strategic coordination that enabled effective military integration through systematic defense planning and imperial strategic coordination. The commercial network coordination that unified trade systems and economic activity throughout the imperial territories included systematic commercial integration and trade coordination that enhanced both economic prosperity and market efficiency, while their commercial systems and trade coordination demonstrated understanding of commercial administration and market coordination that enabled effective commercial integration through systematic trade planning and imperial economic coordination. The cultural programming coordination that unified cultural development and social integration throughout the imperial system included systematic cultural integration and social coordination that enhanced both cultural unity and social stability, while their cultural systems and social coordination demonstrated understanding of cultural administration and social integration that enabled effective cultural integration through systematic cultural planning and imperial social coordination. The communication network integration that unified information systems and administrative coordination throughout the imperial territories included systematic communication integration and information coordination that enhanced both administrative efficiency and territorial coordination, while their communication systems and information coordination demonstrated understanding of communication administration and information management that enabled effective communication integration through systematic information planning and imperial communication coordination. The educational system coordination that unified learning institutions and knowledge transmission throughout the imperial territories included systematic educational integration and instruction coordination that enhanced both educational quality and cultural transmission, while their educational systems and instruction coordination demonstrated understanding of educational administration and knowledge coordination that enabled effective educational integration through systematic educational planning and imperial instruction coordination. The legal system integration that unified law enforcement and judicial administration throughout the imperial territories included systematic legal integration and judicial coordination that enhanced both legal consistency and administrative efficiency, while their legal systems and judicial coordination demonstrated understanding of legal administration and judicial management that enabled effective legal integration through systematic legal planning and imperial judicial coordination. The technological development coordination coordination that unified innovation and technical advancement throughout the imperial system included systematic technology integration and innovation coordination that enhanced both technological capability and industrial development, while their technological systems and innovation coordination demonstrated understanding of technology administration and innovation management that enabled effective technology integration through systematic innovation planning and imperial technological coordination. The environmental management integration that unified ecological administration and resource conservation throughout the imperial territories included systematic environmental integration and conservation coordination that enhanced both environmental sustainability and resource efficiency, while their environmental systems and conservation coordination demonstrated understanding of environmental administration and conservation management that enabled effective environmental integration through systematic conservation planning and imperial environmental coordination. The population coordination systems that unified demographic management and social planning throughout the imperial territories included systematic population integration and demographic coordination that enhanced both population welfare and social stability, while their population systems and demographic coordination demonstrated understanding of demographic administration and social coordination that enabled effective population integration through systematic demographic planning and imperial social coordination. Urban engineering legacy. The comprehensive urban planning methodology that established enduring frameworks for territorial development and social organization included systematic planning, innovations, and development coordination that created permanent foundations for urban excellence, while demonstrating that authentic imperial greatness required not merely military conquest but systematic environmental engineering that could transform both landscape and human potential through coordinated urban architecture serving both individual welfare and collective prosperity. The social engineering innovations that created systematic approaches to human organization and community development included technological advancement and social coordination that enhanced community effectiveness, while demonstrating that urban planning required sophisticated understanding of psychology and sociology that could influence human behavior and social organization through environmental design and architectural programming serving both individual development and social optimization. The environmental engineering mastery that demonstrated complete control over natural systems and ecological processes included technological achievement and environmental coordination that enhanced territorial capability, while demonstrating that urban development required systematic environmental manipulation and ecological understanding that could optimize natural systems for human benefit through environmental engineering and ecological coordination serving both environmental, sustainability, and human prosperity. The architectural social programming that established permanent techniques for behavioral influence and cultural transmission included social innovation and cultural coordination that enhanced social effectiveness, while demonstrating that urban architecture could achieve social objectives through environmental influence and behavioral programming that served both individual development and cultural advancement through systematic architectural social engineering and environmental behavioral coordination. The administrative efficiency optimization that enhanced governmental capabilities and bureaucratic effectiveness included administrative improvement and governmental coordination that enhanced political effectiveness, while demonstrating that urban planning could optimize governmental functions through systematic administrative architecture and governmental environmental design that served both administrative efficiency and political effectiveness through systematic governmental planning and administrative coordination. The economic development integration that established systematic approaches to commercial coordination and market optimization included economic innovation and commercial coordination that enhanced economic effectiveness, while demonstrating that urban planning could optimize economic activity through systematic commercial architecture and economic environmental design that served both economic prosperity and commercial efficiency through systematic economic planning and commercial coordination. The cultural development programming that established enduring frameworks for artistic advancement and intellectual development included cultural innovation and artistic coordination that enhanced cultural effectiveness while demonstrating that urban planning could optimize cultural development through systematic cultural architecture and artistic environmental design that served both cultural advancement and intellectual development through systematic cultural planning and artistic coordination. The technological innovation encouragement that promoted ongoing advancement and capability development included technological development and innovation coordination that enhanced technological effectiveness while demonstrating that urban planning could optimize technological advancement through systematic innovation architecture and technological environmental design that served both technological progress and innovation development through systematic technological planning and innovation coordination. The social welfare optimization that established systematic approaches to community support and individual development included welfare innovation and community coordination that enhanced social effectiveness while demonstrating that urban planning could optimize social welfare through systematic welfare architecture and social environmental design that served both individual welfare and community development through systematic social planning and welfare coordination. The educational advancement integration that established enduring frameworks for learning, optimization, and knowledge development included educational innovation and instruction coordination that enhanced educational effectiveness while demonstrating that urban planning could optimize educational outcomes through systematic educational architecture and learning environmental design that served both individual education and knowledge advancement through systematic educational planning and instruction coordination. The security and defense integration that established permanent capabilities for territorial protection and public safety included security innovation and defense coordination that enhanced security effectiveness while demonstrating that urban planning could optimize defensive capabilities through systematic security architecture and defensive environmental design that served both territorial security and public safety through systematic security planning and defense coordination. The institutional preservation systems that maintained urban planning knowledge and capabilities for future generations included knowledge preservation and institutional coordination that ensured ongoing urban advantages while demonstrating that urban success required systematic knowledge preservation and institutional continuity that could maintain urban capabilities despite political changes and administrative transitions through systematic institutional preservation and knowledge coordination, through the patient development of comprehensive urban planning technologies and systematic social engineering capabilities that transformed swampland into imperial capital while coordinating human behavior and social organization through environmental design. The Great Experiment demonstrated that authentic political authority required not merely territorial conquest, but systematic environmental manipulation that could optimize both natural systems and human potential through coordinated urban architecture and social engineering. The master urban planners thus revealed for future generations that environmental design represented the fundamental technology of social organization while demonstrating that systematic urban planning could achieve political and social objectives through environmental influence rather than coercive control, proving that optimal human development required conscious coordination of environmental design with social organization through systematic urban architecture and comprehensive social engineering. In the end, the Great Experiment that transformed Lake Texcoco's swampland into Tenochtitlan's imperial magnificence proved that authentic urban greatness required not merely architectural construction, but systematic social engineering that could coordinate human behavior and natural systems through environmental design, demonstrating that urban planning served as both pathway to social optimization and technology for human potential development through comprehensive environmental social engineering.